Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the chance that given to our group. Now we will present the material about the language variation. So the first chance I give to the first presenter.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm going to talk about definition of language variation. The term linguistic variation, or simply variation, refers to regional, social, contextual differences in the way that a particular language is used. Variations is a principal concern in sociolinguistics. It has been discovered that variations are typically the facial of language change. Language and Linguistics, Routledge, 2005. For example, both Manggarai and West Manggarai, just for the example, has any different in language. For example, Bahasa Indonesia ayah, in West Manggarai called Bua, and in Central Manggarai called Ma. A. Vernacular language. Vernacular language is a language or dialect spoken by people in a particular region or country. It can also be called the native language or regional language, and in some cases, mother language. For example, Manggarai language it just exists in Manggarai regions, and the B, standard language. Standard language is a variety of language that is used by government in the media, in schools, and for international communications. For example, Indonesian language is the form of language that has its own regulation and formally used in Indonesian country. And C, lingua franca. It is defined as a language which is used habitually by people whose mother tongues are different in order to facilitate communication between. For example, kupon is not an Indonesian language, but that word is already used by some people from many different places. And I give a chance to the second speaker to deliver our material.
The Pidgin. David Crystal defines Pidgin as a language with a markedly reduced grammatical structure, lexicon, and stylistic grace. The Pidgin. David Crystal defined Pidgin as a language with a markedly reduced grammatical structure, lexicon, and stylistic grace, formed by two mutually unintelligible speech communities. And E. Creole. When the Pidgin language speakers marry and their children start learning Pidgin as their first language, and it becomes the mother tongue of a community, and it is a police of Creole.
Let me continue. Point F, code mixing. As mentioned by Maiskin 2000, defined that the term code mixing to refer to all cases where lexical items and grammatical features from two languages appear in one sentence. Code mixing divided into two kinds. The first one intrasentential mixing and the second one intrasentential mixing. The first one intrasentential mixing. For example, aku benar-benar busy hari ini. Busy as code mixing of word in the sentence. Second, semalam, maaf aku nggak bisa datang ke pestamu because I have many dirties. Because I have many dirties as code mixing of clause. Third, tinggal follow-ups di dalam nanti. Follow-ups as code mixing of phrase in the sentence. Second, extrasentential mixing. Normally, extrasentential mixing occurs between sentences. Because it occurs at sentence boundaries, it requires less complex syntactic interaction between two languages involved in code mixing. Point H, code switching. There also have code switching. Also have two kinds. The first one is take code switching. A code switching happens when a bilingual inserts short expressions or a tag from different languages at the end of his or her utterances. For example, an Indonesian bilingual switches from English to Indonesian. It's okay, no problem, ya enggak? Second, intersentential code switching. An intersentential code switching happens when there is a complete sentence in foreign language uttered between two sentences in a base language. For example, an Indonesian bilingual switches from Indonesian to English. In lagu lama tahun 60-an, it's oldies but goodies. They say, tapi masih enak kok didengerin. The third, intrasentential code switching. An intrasentential switching is found when a word, a phrase, or a clause of foreign language is found within a sentence in a base language.
And next, diglosia. It is relatively a stable language situation in which, in addition to the primary dialects of the language, there is a very different, highly codified superposed variety. Point I, language attitude. Attitudes toward global language, such as English, are likely to be strong, as are attitudes toward ethnic groups, celebrities, or favorite products, and are characteristic by well-learned association between the language and the evaluation, which can be activated automatically from memory.
That's all our presentation.